Greetings and salutations. It's your boy D.Boom for LLE.Ascension, aka LLE Astrology, aka LLE Tarot. We are back with Divine Masculine's Karmic situation. Divine Feminine's Karmic situation will be after this, and we will be doing Twin Flames in union, reunion, and recognition very soon. So, just gonna put this spread out, no delays, no rants for now. If I get some later, I'll definitely let you know. Get my flip flops under my feet, slow. Shit, Willie up in here. Alright. Sorry about that. So, overall energy, Divine Masculine's Karmic situation, that's where Karmic could be usually. We have his energy at the bottom. We have overall energy, bottom line energy. And picking these clarifiers, and we will begin shortly. All low energy cards, by the way. All low energy cards, by the way. Clarifications is giving him some light, at least giving me some insight right now. He could be a she could be a he. You know how we rocking. Once again, this is Divine Masculine's Karmic situation. Oh yeah, take advantage of these August prices, man, because it's going back to regular prices after this month. I did a reading a few weeks back. I probably might just re-upload it just to remind you that I said this like a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Definitely take advantage of these August prices if it's a price thing, because they're going back at the end of this month. So get it in while you can. Business is still good. I got a few announcements that I'm gonna give out next week in regarding the book, and then regarding my next travels. Definitely be leaving the Salt Lake City area very soon. Not too soon, just very soon, and actually a couple weeks and shit. So got a few things going. Like I say, I'm just gonna wait till next week to announce those, especially with these energies here and shit. Let's get with it. We got the World card. 4 cups. It's the Matrix. Crab bucket plantation, as I like to call it. It's where everybody else at. It's where everybody else at. Clarifying that, we got the 5 of Swords. It's a delay card. Nate Dogg, hold up, wait card. Or focusing. That's why you're waiting, because you're focusing on doing something. You ain't necessarily doing something. You just out your head. 4 Swords is in your head. Idle mind. Rest and relaxation. Idle mind is devil workshop. You can't be idle minded too much. 5 of Swords, that's a delay. That's you getting out your head. And at least having a Ace of Swords, a direction you want to go to from here. Okay? Clarifying that, it's like, by the fact it's clarifying the world, just lets you know that everybody got their delays in the world. You ain't the only one being delayed. In fact, since everybody go through this type of shit, it'd be best if you just take advantage of the situation by A, keeping your mouth closed, or being very selective on when you choose to announce shit and say shit and shit like that. You can't just be communicating for no reason or randomly, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're doing readings like me. I mean, that's my tactic. But other than that, kind of want to be very selective on what you reveal to people. Like I said, you can't let your left hand know what your right hand doing, yet alone somebody outside of you or yourself. Putting more smoke in the situation. 7 of Wands, inner conflict. Seems like your masculine is dealing with a lot of inner conflict. They're not wounds, because they ain't got to the wounds yet. You know? They're really dealing with internal conflict. To where I know by the time they get to the wounds, it was a wound, I think, in the Divine Masculine situation. You know? Fresh wounds, maybe. The deep-seated wounds, though, those are going to be tougher to deal with. Right now, this is like the small things that your masculine has been like, small things that you've been dealing with masculine that's kind of been keeping you, I want to say, boggled by your own actions. When you're dealing with your internal conflict, their actions at the end of the day, they're wants. It's just shit you're doing. Yeah, it's a lot to deal with, but this is shit you're doing. There's been a delay from the things you've been doing. You've been too much in the world from the things that you're doing. It's time for you to handle this. Overall energy. Bottom line energy, masculine. You holding on too tight to some shit. And whatever this is, you're going to have to let it go. Why? So you can get to something better. I don't know, like your Eight of Pentacles, your harvest. Something your feminine's been tilling for you for quite some time. It'd be best if you kind of got home and got to till into this too. You know what I'm saying? But before you can even get to this Eden over here, you know what I mean? That was made for you. You're gonna have to get rid of whatever this worldly town is that's outside of Eden. It's like for real, you hold on. Whatever you hold on to is something way less. It's like something half the size of whatever this harvest is that's waiting on you. This is just something you hold on to because this is something you know you have. You ain't got this yet. You've heard about it, but you ain't seen it. Thus, it isn't real to you. But that's your perception. These are things you have. These are pentacles. Things you can taste, touch, see, feel in here. It's just these set of pentacles you familiar with. But then again, it ain't too many pentacles to get familiar with. You feel what I'm saying? It's a whole harvest. This is some shit you ain't never seen. This is some shit you acquire that's going to be it's like finding money in your pocket. It's just like, oh shit, that's what's up. I mean, you put it in a jar or something you don't need, but it's just a little extra cheese, a little icing on the cake for things. When it comes to manifestation, masculine, like you're Eight of Pentacles plus Four of Pentacles, what's that? That's the Queen of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles plus two more, that's 10. Plus two more, that's that Queen right there. Queen of Pentacles. That's bossing the fuck up in your situation. But it's also bossing up or wherever you got to boss up on. Spoiler alert. Masculine. You in regards to your karmic, in regards to yourself, you're going to have to boss up on all this stress mess you got going on. Bottom line, you're going to have to start bossing up, masculine, because you're holding on too tight to some shit that ain't worth it. Aside from that, you have a whole fucking harvest your feminine helped you till. Some shit you created. She's really been doing a lot of work about it. But if it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be no garden. And this is yours. Because if it weren't for you, there wouldn't be no garden. This is shit you need to take heed to. It's something too. It's something you can have. Just depends on how you want to have it. Final smoke on this bottom line. Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment. This harvest has emotional fulfillment attached to it. Whatever this is you're holding on to, like I said, it ain't too much to hold on to. It's like you're going to choose something you already know, then had you, and you cool with that, based on something that you have but didn't know you had. That's not only beneficial on a pinnacle level, but emotional fulfillment is what you're going to get out the deal emotionally. So it's a whole nother level of being. Something that most people would get scared of. I mean, I guess this would be like I don't know, a little kiddie ride, you know, Ferris wheel, some shit like that. This would be like the Raging Bull or the Batman or Superman or some shit like that. Like, it's a lot. But once you get off this ride, you're going to be emotionally fulfilled because you actually went through it. And it's like the memories that's going to be made from this is going to be way different from the memories you know you're getting from this. This is eating something that you've grown tired of because you have it a lot. And this is trying something new. Expensive, but something new, exotic that might pique your interest or at least give you stories to tell later. That's how you look at life. If you have a whole platter in front of you, masculine, it'd be best if you get the best of the best out the deal instead of just, I don't know, generic sauce. In your karmic role, coming to the situation, karma, coming to the situation, you're going to have to be 10 toes the fuck down on your purpose. But it ain't just your purpose, it's your divine feminine's role. What's your purpose in the divine feminine's role? Basically, Tua wanting her third wand. supporting the supporter. You need to be 10 toes down on that. Fucking with your twin. Your twin is all in your fucking energy this whole week. Being 10 toes the fuck down about your twin. Why? Why? Because 9 of Pentacles. You at the right place at the right time and at the right moment. Okay? Masculine to really capitalize on your twin flame situation. If you want it. If you don't give 2 fucks about it, just keeping it real. If you don't give 2 fucks about it, it's about being 10 toes the fuck down on, once again, your purpose. Shit you need to be doing out here. Yeah. Like the shit you need to be doing anyway. Aside from your twin, you should be doing this. Because if you ain't doing this and you ain't fucking with your twin, then you double stoops. That's double dumb. Like for real. You fucking yourself in more than one way. You'll never lose fucking with your twin, and you'll never lose fucking with your purpose. But if you ain't doing your purpose, then what are you 10 toes down on? Something in the world that's gonna bless you? There's no divinity here. It's divinity here. Because without purpose, I'm saying, anything you get is just for the world. It ain't for God. You need to be doing something that's gonna bless other people. Third one, do something that's gonna bless other people outside yourself. It's gonna bless you in the process. Karma to you coming to the situation, masculine, your karmic situation, you're really gonna have to, like I said, get on path. Get on this 3 of Wands, follow this path your feminine created for you. She created this path for you for a reason. Take heed. I'm gonna say that one more time. You can be a she can be a he, you know how we rocking. Your divine feminine created a path and created a whole harvest for you for a reason. It'd be best to get hip on that. Because you personally come into the situation, you still, like always, gotta take care of yourself. Reason why you had to take care of yourself is for this moment right here. This is a permanent end to your what? Karmic situation. You knew you was gonna put an end to this shit anyway, so that ain't new. You knew you were gonna have to take care of yourself anyway, but that wasn't new. It's the fact that they're happening at the same time. In the process of you taking care of yourself, some shit ended. You wasn't prepared for the ending. That's why you was trying to take care of yourself before the ending. That's why it comes beforehand. But the ending happened. Putting more smoke on that. This is a death. This is a permanent ending. This is the end of a relationship. This is losing a job, losing a car, losing something. You're losing a pinnacle for sure, for sure. Putting more smoke on that, we got the 5 of Wands. Outside conflict. You got to take care of yourself. You have to do that in the world. That's the only way you're going to keep yourself around. A4 around. 10 of Swords. Death is ever present. It's a way of life. That's why it's a sword. You have to mentally accept what that is. It's like life. You had a baby and you didn't expect to have it. Hey, well, it's life, baby. We here. Deal with it. You know what I'm saying? This is where we at right now. That's life. That's life. For real shit. When they say the term that's life, that's life. Death, you need that. And that's anyway, mental. Let's show mentality on death. I can laugh in the face of death. I'm not scared of it. I know I'm going to another realm, another way, another form of being, state of consciousness, body, purpose, agenda, out this piece. And whatever it is, it's got God in it, and that makes it even more sweeter. But since I ain't dead yet, and you know what I'm saying, since I got too much living for that for now. You know what I mean? It's just like we surpassing death. The way you surpass death is by surpassing death, how you look at it. If you speak death in your world, it's gonna come to you. Speak death on your family, it's gonna happen. Speak death on other people, it's gonna happen. It's a thought. Thoughts become things. It's a sword right now, but it will be a pinnacle if you keep thinking it. Off death. Permanent situations ending. You don't go back to those. They're permanent endings. It's like you graduated from fucking high school. You will never graduate from high school again. What's the point of you going back? If you ain't going back to give, 3 of Wands. If you ain't going back for some type of, I don't know, enterprise, thing that's going to help you, Two of Wands / Three of Wands. There's no purpose of being there. Just going to distract the people that's there. With the wands you have, the pentacles you have and shit. Gotta have a purpose of why you go anywhere. Whether that's back to your old school or back home or back to the job you just quit. Feel me? It's all about them actions. But when shit's a wrap, it's a wrap. You don't step in old shit. Not with new boots. Hey, it just came from that way. There's no purpose on going backwards. You made a choice to end it. Stay with that. It's part of being a man. It's part of being a woman. Thug that shit out. Moving on. In your karmic role in regards to the feminine masculine, you got the Knight of Cups. This is going all in with the Two of Cups situation. Let me remind you, you just put a permanent end to a karmic situation just now. You're going all in with the Lover's card with a particular feminine. Divine feminine, if you were in this reading, this is where you would be. And I would say your divine masculine is Knight of Cups, Romeo card, all in emotionally into being the Lover's card with you, which is basically orbiting you, getting to know you, being with you in an emotional way, just being around you. This is like love, just being around the love of your life, just seeing your lover's eyes and just hearing their voice and just being submerged with them. That's Two of Cups. Could also be doing the nasty, making love and shit, but that's a higher level physical form of that. Clarifying that is the devil. So masculine. You're gonna be all in with Two of Cupping a person. Just make sure when you Two of Cup this person, you don't chain yourself to this person or make this person a rebound. This person I'm talking about is like your feminine, hopefully. If it's not your feminine, then at least a good divine person. But even with a divine person, you need to know how to treat their ass. And how you don't want to treat a person, anyone, any woman if you into women, any man if you into men, any person if you into persons. If you get my drift. It's like when you go all in with somebody, you cannot do the same shit you did with the last person. If the last person had devil tendencies, you don't want to put the devil tendencies with this person before you even really get the time to really see the devil tendencies that's in this person, because every person has one. But that's their devil you're putting on this person, not their own. Wait till you see their own before you get to really processing the whole devil thing. And what I mean by devil thing is, like I say, it's this toxic behavior, negative behaviors. This is who a person really is. It's the devil. You can't see the devil on nobody. Oh, you got the devil in you. I can see it. Nah, you don't see it. You can feel it. You can sense it. You can analyze it. You can spot it. But as far as off first glance, no. Unless you super duper duty code. And even if you is super duper duty code, it's the devil you fucking with. Right? So this is like you overindulging, being addicted to whatever this is. Masculine. You don't want to leave one situation and go straight to your feminine to where you just, like I say, you gotta ease into shit. Because it's like in kind of reality of this whole breakup you having with your karmic, it's like your feminine is kind of slick breaking up with you. So you coming full force to a feminine that's pushing you off to the side to get her shit together. He could be a she could be a he. You know how we rock it. It's only going to bring the devil out of you. That happening. Because she does love you. He could be a she. They do fuck with you. They tell you how much they love you, how much they trust you, how much they want to do all this shit. So, of course, you would feel offended if, I don't know, it's all about timing. That you want to finally get with your twin, your feminine and shit, and they're busy or they got shit to do or they can't. They can't right now. You're going to have to learn to accept that. Still to a cup. Still be all in with the love while to a cupping and shit. Just be very, very aware. You don't want to get the past behavior. Take that as growth. Not that she doesn't want to be with you. Not that she can't be with you. Don't look at it in any type of negative way. And that's what the devil card is. Gotta really understand where she's coming from and how she's coming from, because in reality, you've came at her in these ways. You've came at her in these ways. Masculine, as far as yourself in regards to the feminine energy in your karmic situation, you got some W's here, wins, and you got the Three of Pentacles here, which is a bridge. All this shit, I'm telling you, it was different decks I used. All this shit was in regards to your feminine. Masculine, you got to build a bridge with your feminine. You and your feminine are going to have to do some shit. And once again, if it's a rap with your twin thing, you and whoever you need to talk to get to the other side, damn it, you're going to have to meet them halfway, do what you need to do to get to the other side. You need some W's out here. If it ain't in love, then it better be in career. It better be in wealth and health, love, and self-expression, man. Upgrading in every way possible. You know? Personally. Like, personally. You need some wins out here. And how do you win? You build with winners. Your divine feminine is a fucking winner. She's a champion. Why are you not fucking with her? It's people like your twin if you don't like your twin. Fuck with them. Fuck with them. Clarifying that. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is, like I say, you finally manifesting whatever that is you was trying to manifest. You and the person doing some shit. This is you and that person creating a whole harvest together. You two together. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. That's Eight of Pentacles. What's Eight of Pentacles? A harvest. It's manifestation time, masculine. It's something that, like, and the things that you're manifesting are divine things. Good things. Ten of Pentacles. These are good things you're manifesting. Building with the right person. Moving on. Masculine, you in regards to yourself, karmically, you're stressed. You're stressed over a boss or a former karmic or current. You're stressed. Losing sleep, losing teeth, losing hair, losing weight the wrong way in ways you don't need to do it, because in reality, there's no point for it to be happening like that. It's all mental. Once again, things you're going to have to manifest on. You're going to have to boss up on your mental in regards to your stress. And it's not even stress because you're blessed. So if you're blessed, there's no reason for you to be stressed. Stress do happen. That's some shit everybody do deal with. But at the same time, you're going to have to level up on that shit. Be Mike Tyson when it comes to this negative shit and just knock that shit out the box. Because it doesn't need to be there. Can't stress over anything. You're blessed. At the end of the day, you're a boss. You're not a worker. You're not a fucking supervisor. You're not a regular Joe. You're something special. You've always been something special. So as long as you can ID that, agree with that, keep that, and move on with it in the best light, then you wouldn't have any reasons to even have the Nine of Swords around. But it's only the step before the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is out here. You dealt with that before. If you dealt with that, then you can definitely deal with this. Putting more smoke on that. You got the Eight of Wands. You got to talk. You got to have a real good conversation with the boss in you, Queen of Pentacles. You have to have a real good talk with this boss who's stressing you, or this, whatever this pentacle is. This is a person in a position of power who ain't really using their power to the best of your benefit or to the good. You got to speak. Because if you don't say anything, then how are you going to change anything? Nothing gets changed from silence. Like, for real, you have to speak. Things have to be said. Things have to be addressed. Things have to be brought to the light. Point blank, period. Make sure you're doing that. This is in your karmic / subconscious world too. It should be more conscious. This type of shit here. Stress that you're going through. Probably under the hand of a person that, like I say, it's tactics. People use a lot of mental tactics to kind of get you in a situation where you start to doubt your own self. You start to really put yourself in a limited state of mind when you're in an infinite state of mind at all times. So many ways for you to really go at this situation here, whether that's the stress, whether that's this person, this boss, or whatever it is. Communication is the key to really get you to where you need to be. And moving on with that, Mastering you in regards to yourself, you gotta uphold your role. 201. That's survive. You gotta stay alive. You gotta keep yourself active in the game. This is basically 201. People always ask, what does that mean? 201, so I'm just staying alive. You gotta stay active in the game. That's all your role has ever been. You got to man up on that. King of Pentacles. That's the CEO card. Like that's how you can control this whole little situation. Is here, staying in the game. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you do that. It's part of your role. 201 is to stay in the game. But it's really your purpose. 3 of Wands. Masculine 2 of Wands. Your feminine's 3rd wand. So picking another card. Get 3 of Cups, distractions. Make sure you steer clear away from these. You got a job to do, 2 of Wands. Make sure you steer clear away from distractions. You got to man up on quite a few things. You need to manifest quite a few things. How can you do that distracted? You know what I mean? You got to focus on what's important, what's not important, and let that shit fall by the wayside, because at the end of the day, ain't never did nothing for you. So.
Oh, you got already?
Moving into the future. You know we got the Riri card out here, masculine. You're going to have to rearrange some shit. You're going to have to remove some things. You're going to have to relay a few messages, replay a few messages. You're going to have to revalue some things, refinance a few things. You might have to go to rehab. You might have to rehash or some shit. You might have to really, really get the relocating out the ass right now. You're going to have to move the fuck around. Okay? You know, it's like you're a running back. These are your arms. This is the ball. You're going to have to hold on to that motherfucker while you're moving. You can't fumble. Not in this position, you cannot fumble. Point blank, period. Aside from not fumbling, masculine, with these karmics, with yourself karmically, in a karmic overview, it's like you need to show tough love. Why are you out here protecting what's yours? This is yours. You one step away from a harvest. Protect what's yours. You got to protect what's yours in this stage of manifestation so you can get what you came here for. Your harvest. Tough love. I'm telling you, this is stiff arming the shit out of a motherfucker. This is blowing through somebody because you ain't got time to dodge them. This is really taking control. Showing no fear, no emotion in the face of adversity. It's intimidating somebody that's trying to intimidate you. Domination, baby. Authority. It comes from authority, though. This domination shit here comes from authority. It's authority and dominion. Really, really look up on what authority and dominion is. And then coincide that with a spiritual human being. Authority and dominion of a spiritual human being. That's how gods move. That's how kings move, actually. With authority and dominion. Some royalty shit. We are kings and queens and knights of Christ. And God and the universe and the world. It's part of our job. Pays to know this. You in a position where you gotta hold on tight to what you fighting for, what you trying to manifest. And you really gotta, like I say, show no type of fear, have no emotions tied to it. This is business, not personal. This is God's business too. So fuck personality. This is God's business, so fuck personalities. Take that how you want to take it. Masculine, you go into the future personally in your karmic situation. You got the Knight of Pentacles. You need to get groomed. You need to really get groomed. You know what I mean? Number one, to be a better masculine, to be a better man, be a better woman, be a better worker, be a better student, be a better teacher, be a better human being in life. Because those qualities, you know, love, loyalty, respect, you know, discipline, you know, that type of shit is going to get you through when 5 of Pentacles situations happen, which is clarifying. It's the dark night of the soul. You going without pentacles or you going without something, you know. It's like when you damn near lose it all Best thing you got is your thoughts, your ideas, your mentality towards your situation. That's how you control it and not let it control you. It's all perception with pentacles. It's all perception with pentacles. You might have 5 pentacles, but in your head, you live in a Knight of Pentacle life. And that's all you doing right here. You happy in spite of. Because ain't nothing in this earthly realm that can make you happy. What makes you happy are divine things, things that money cannot buy. Thus, you are never broke. Thus, you will always be wealthy. Thus, you were born rich. What does the universe want to reveal in the final message here? 2 of Pentacles. You and another Pentacle are going to have to get closer. More smoke. 4 of Wands. You and this other person, besides getting closer, are going to have to go home. Final freaking card. You and this person's got to go home. And guess what? Ace of Swords. You and this other person is headed in the right direction. So if you don't know who this person is, you'll see them eventually on your way. Might be your twin. Might be the next person you need to know and meet on your journey. But eventually, as long as you go in the direction you need to go, which is towards home, 4 of Wands, you'll get closer to whoever you need to get close to. That's my message. Hope I can be of some good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned.